Hello and welcome to my second video on the Leap of Death map in Beamng. As I warned you, last time when we were riding from all the way down there to here, we drove all the way up. There was going to be a second part to this video, and that is exploring the map a little bit more. And I think there's some really fun, good fun that we had here, so let's get going. I mean, last time there was just a set path to follow. This time, however, there is not, and I think that also means things can go horribly wrong. I mean, I kind of had a feeling that this path wasn't going to be any good anyway, and then this happened. Yep. Actually, I'm starting to wonder now. Is it doable though? I kind of gave up halfway, but maybe it isn't as bad as it looks. We just have to be very careful. If you go a little bit too quickly, the weight shifts and you're just gone. Maybe I should go a little bit lower. Just gonna pretend that didn't happen. You just have to go really slowly, otherwise. Yeah. Okay, let's forget about that place. That wasn't really the goal anyway. I wanted to have a look right over here. I mean, this map is very much designed for following the path that we saw in the first video up the hill. Could be fun to try that going down actually, but not all the other places might be equally easy to get to. I think we may have to use the free roam camera sometimes, but let's try to get to as many places in a legit way as we can. I love the super steep hills that you can just go down if you're careful on the brakes. You do, however, need to be very careful or you will flip over immediately. I think this is doable. A little bit too fast, but we're fine. Yeah, I think the tires that I chose for this car are really important in this case, because otherwise we would probably be sliding a lot more. They really grip really well, especially on these rocks. And I really just love the physics in this game. It's so much more realistic than all these racing games that just have the car sort of glued to the ground. And yeah, I don't know, there's games that really actually try to make them physics objects, and Beamng, it's not made for racing. It is literally just a physics object with wheels on it, so it really allows for quite interesting driving. Oh, nope, no. Small mistake. Punished immediately. Sure. But this car's tough. We are fine. Gotta back up right. Can we actually... Ooh. Yeah. I mean, we look a little bit worse for wear ever so slightly, but I think we're still fully functional. I mean, we're pulling to the left a little bit, but no, I'll take it. It wasn't beautiful. I kind of want to go up there, but I think that's too steep for any car to make it up there. Really. Careful. really have to be careful here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's just a vertical wall. I think I saw some lakes down there before. I kind of want to see if we can get to that without being completely destroyed. Yeah, those lakes. However, it looks like there might be another vertical drop right here. I'm not sure if that is... Yeah! I did. Well, no. Nah. Nah. Can we leave it in park here? We can, okay. I kind of want to take a look with the free roam camera, just to see if there is a the poor little truck. Yeah, no, that's all just certain death. How about... Ooh. I mean, I think actually these bumps there are gonna make it really hard, so you can't really stop yourself from having speed. But I think if we try going from here, we might have a chance. We really might have a chance. I think yeah, from there. Let's see, where were we? Can we get there from here? When I say we might have a chance, I really mean a chance. Like not necessarily a great chance, but I think it's worth trying though. Well, this is right there. Yes, okay. Now, I kind of want to try it with this broken machine, but I also want to put a checkpoint right here because I suspect it's gonna go wrong. No, I want to try it with the broken machine, so I'll just use the free roam camera to get back up here if I mess up. We can go slow first. I have to steer. Oh, yeah, I can't brake more or I would tip forwards, and now we're rolling. Technically not the... yeah, okay, not the worst I was gonna say, but we are hella broken now. It's getting dark, actually. I didn't know that it would get dark. I think this car is actually, I mean, all of the bodywork is broken, but on the little side view down there, it looks like it's still drivable. It got real dark right now. It actually still drives. I don't understand how that is even possible. I will need a moment to see if I can fix the time of day, because I haven't tried this before. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, that turns out to be really easy. We just have a little slider here in the environment setup, and we're good to go. Okay. Yeah. Look at this truck. It's fine. I mean, fine is relative in this case. We shouldn't be unhappy actually with considering what happened to it. It seems to be, I mean, other than the bodywork, it really is fine. The wheels are a little bit bent, and I guess the suspension isn't very happy. But it's not broken. It's fine. This truck is amazing. However, we want to try this again. It was from here. Yes, it was from here. Let's reset our car up here. Yes, I keep forgetting the third button. Okay, let's try that again. Don't want to be in the lowest gearing because that will make it break. Okay, the engine braking would be something I can control. Oh, yeah, because you can't brake too much. Then this happens. You start riding on your front wheel guns. Your car's broken. This time we are actually missing a wheel. Like that That makes sense to me. I think that's fair. How we got away with it first time, I do not know. Yeah. Okay. Let's give this another go. Let's go a little bit slower over the edge this time. I hope the brakes will not start fading from this. It would be fair if that did happen. Please brake. There's like that one moment where you go uphill again. That's where you can do your braking, and on the steep part you just cannot. And there we are. I mean, once again we made it to the bottom. I think that's something. And we're driving technically. We're fine. Just not quite how I would have wanted it. So let's go again. I mean, I really have the feeling the exact same thing is gonna happen, because you brake, and you're going sideways. I think. Okay, we're gonna be sliding to the right anyway. So what if we just accept that and we start steering to the right and we don't hit that bump there so hard? Yeah. Very successful. It's so fun to see this car being both very capable and just not making this. Like it might just be too hard. Or I might be... No, look at this. Look at that. Oh, perfect. I mean, it took me a few tries, but that was absolutely perfect. Beautiful. Huh. So yeah, that is possible. That is good to know. Now, after doing that, anything else seems so easy, but I feel like I will say that now and then drive into the lake or whatever, do something silly. That's not. We reached this lake. I don't remember if that was my goal exactly, because I think I saw some more over there. That would be... Ooh, nice stoppie. That's cool. Yeah. Not liking my chances there. What about over here? That was not... Yeah, I made a little mistake. We got away with it. I think this is not going to be possible. Let's go. Actually, we kind of will have to let go here and then frame. Yeah, there you go. No problem. No sweat. Just as long as the transition to the super steep bit is smooth, and you just let it drop a little bit, and then the transition down is smooth, and you're gonna get on the brakes. It can really do quite a lot of stuff that you wouldn't necessarily expect it to be able to do. Just look at this. Where did it come from? Yeah, this. It has no problem with, apparently. I mean, having some problems. It was quite sketchy, but yeah, we made it. Let's see. That is where we want to be. Ah, this now is quite easy. Easy does it. You really just have to let go and not brake too much, because otherwise you're just gonna flip. Okay, this could be ambitious, but if we aim exactly here, I think we are above a literal vertical hill, but no, we're fine. That's fine. Should have been in neutral, but yeah, we made it to the lake. Now, can we? Can we back up? Yes. Good. How far up can we get on the other side? That's gonna be the next question. Before we ask that question, I mean, I've already asked the question, but before we answer that question, can I make it over here? Just gotta put a little checkpoint here. Yeah, that's sketchy. That is very sketchy. And we are now drowning. It is so thin, but I think it's possible, isn't it? No, yeah. It catches you out really quickly. I think you kind of want to go slow and steadily. These crawler tires have a lot of grip, so let's use that. I think here it's thinner than you think, so either your left or your right tire is just gonna slip down on either side, so we have to never mind. We have to be really centered for that bit, and hope that both tires can be on the ground whilst we go over it. This first bit I'm not doing very well, but we make it anyway, because it's not the worst part. The second bit, however, yeah, I shouldn't say it's easy to do the first part. Just gonna concentrate. Why? What? I guess there's the grass doesn't really allow you to see exactly where the rock is, but I think there's a little dip there that just makes your car slide one way. You don't really expect it to. There you go. It took me like 5 more tries since ooh. Yeah, I cut out a few tries there, but not too many. And now I'm they're doing great. After that, I do this. Come on. Silly. Okay, I'm gonna give it the most careful tug backwards I can possibly give it. Just want to have some tires on the ground again. Yeah, that's okay. Oof. Happy that we have snorkel, because this would not be good otherwise. I think I just need to go. I need to find some way that I can have tires on the ground at all times, but I messed it up again. Or maybe I should just go for a slightly more like quick approach, but I don't really want to mess up the how far I've come. I know it's like too much to the side though. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, I hope you're proud of yourself, little car. Okay, so that didn't go great. I want to see, though, how it looks from the other side. It's hard to see what's going on here, but I think this first bit is quite doable. It's very precarious, but definitely possible. And then just gun it. No, don't just gun it. I think you kind of have to go sideways, but there's so little space to do that. I think it might be possible, but it's not easy. It is not easy. Can I put it on park? Yeah. Parking brake. Yeah, no, this isn't much better. Oh. Okay. Well, this might just mean I should keep this for what it is. And get back to what we were doing. Oh. That was surprisingly high. But let's go. Oh, we're in low gear, that's why. Yeah, we'll have to be in low gear, but sure. Can we make it up from here? How much grip does this car have? That is the question. I'm trying. I think in this case it's better to give it a little bit of input so that we can keep gripping rather than just gunning it like this. I mean, we should try both. Just gunning it. Actually, that's better. I think that got us a little bit further. The engine might not be happy with it, but we can definitely make it up here if we just take a little bit of run up. There you go. That was just slightly too far to the right, but we somehow didn't. I was just about to say we somehow didn't. Spin or like end up on our roof, but we did in the end, and then we rolled up. Upright again. I think that's not a bad score. We can keep going. No, it doesn't need much before it starts just rolling down again. Beautiful. Let's give it a quick reset. I think I'm skeptical of whether we can get it up here, but let's not give up immediately. Yeah, I should have given up immediately. Or should I have? Let's give it one more go if we kind of start from here. Go that direction? Is there a chance? I mean... yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. This is not easy. With the road that we were following, we just knew that everything was possible. Like, I had picked a good car, and yeah, I just knew it would be able to make it all the way up there. But with these random challenges that I'm trying to find myself, it's a lot less certain whether we can make it up. I did not expect that ledge to end so quickly. It's a very, very thin ledge. The reason I'm fully on the gas when that's happening is because I don't want the wheels to find traction there. Because as soon as they do, you will roll. You kind of need to keep the wheel spinning so that it can slide in such a way that it, yeah, so that it doesn't stop going sideways, because that would definitely make it roll over. This is rather tough. The very first thing that I tried to go up is already proving to be a little bit too difficult. I might just give this a go up here. There you go. Okay, yeah, made it up. Legit, which is fine. do we have here? Oh, damn. Okay, that's not gonna go well. Sure. Okay, hard on the brakes, but that was too much to ask. Actually, I mean, I know it's not gonna work, but it kind of felt almost doable. Can we give that another go? Let's not roll down all the way. I don't know why those mountains are green. Just FYI. Yeah, this is the place I think where I tried just a moment ago. If you go really, really slow, then back off. Ooh, yeah, no, you can't brake enough, I think. You just can't really slow down enough to survive that second bit. Yeah, especially not if you're going even faster. It's an interesting challenge though. Camera doesn't really want to work well at this kind of thing. Try to keep it under control. And that's the end of our truck. No, this is just too far down, like too much speed that you get before you can brake again, so this direction would technically give us a little bit more room to brake once we're down, but it's also a lot steeper, and we still end up going in the same direction and thus not having any space to brake. Sure. However, I want to give this another go. That is better, but still, those rear wheels just come up. Oh, it's a beautiful game now. Every crunch, every mistake. Oh, look at that! We actually get to a complete stop. I think from here it should be really not that hard, depending on where you go down the hill, of course. Is that a good spot to go down? It looks a little bit bumpy at the end, and I did not get it right. Oh damn, now we're all the way back up here again. And it's not quite what I had hoped. Actually, that was close. That was close. It might not look like it with looking at the end results of a completely crushed car, but yeah, I think I did manage to slow it down enough, but I still had too much vertical momentum, which just kicked up the back ends. Oh, that was it. Ooh, that was so close to absolute disaster again, but that was it. I'm so happy we made it down that. There's some really, really fun challenges in this map. I think especially the going down part is the most fun for me. The uphill parts are just sometimes... Oh, I did not see that. It's such a treacherous map, but the going up in random places just often doesn't really work because it's a little bit too hard, and there's really no way of knowing whether it's going to be too hard. But going down, you can actually do quite a lot of this stuff, and this map seems to be made for all of these smooth transitions to vertical drops that are just about doable. Is this one of them though? Is this one of them that is doable? It looks kinda doable. Although, I mean, you will end up in a lake even if you get it right, I think. But this is maybe not the best angle. It is not. but it's also almost okay, even though it wasn't the best angle. I think we can get upright, but can we... It's beautiful. Well done. I think they're... Yeah, no, I shouldn't try here. Dude, that is too steep, I think. But ever so slightly to the left here, we might be fine. I don't know if the water is too deep though. We might just make it down and then not be able to do anything else because we drown. But gotta try. Yeah, it's too deep, and it wasn't gonna work out well anyway. How is the engine drying up exactly? I am fully submerged. I guess this water bit with the waterfall is a little bit off, like a little bit glitchy, and yeah, it is a little bit. Looking at that. Yeah, what am I looking at? I think all of this is too steep and just ends up in water anyway, but I kind of want to give that thing that we're kind of pointed towards a try. Not very hopeful about the results, I'll admit right now. Not expecting too much, but gotta check it out. Place a quick checkpoint. And yeah, nah. I mean, doesn't really matter how well you do here, because you just end up in water. Yeah, no. Ah. That, however, could work. Because that actually gives you time to... Don't go yet. That actually gives you time to brake down there. So let's try this one. It's not a lot of like space you have to brake, and you're going really fast. But it, yeah, exactly, because it goes up. Yeah, you're kind of stopped anyway. Nice. I mean, I'm now definitely stuck here, aren't I? Yeah, probably. But that was surprisingly doable. That is way too steep to get up. And this is way too thin to get up as well. Or is it? It is not too thin to get up. That's cool. Ooh, I braked. I should not have braked exactly there. Still, I'm calling this a victory, honestly. Engine braking is pretty strong in first gear. That's why I'm not in the lower gears when I do these kind of things. I want to have the braking being done by myself, not the engine. Nice. I think there's very clearly an easier way to do this right next to us, but it's just so much fun to go down these steep parts and then make it anyway. Oh, this is the road that we saw earlier that I wasn't quite sure where it was going, because this I don't remember these two bridges being part of the actual trail. And I only saw one other road. I guess it's just a road that goes all around the crater here. That's cool. But yeah, anyway, I think this is gonna be it for today's video. Yeah, I really recommend this map. I will probably have a link in the description to where you can download this one as well if you own Beamng. And yeah, I mean, as you saw, I found some very interesting challenges even in that one part of this pretty gigantic map. So I recommend giving it a go, not just going up, but yeah, exploring the rest of the map as well. And yeah, I think I will hopefully see you guys next time. And yeah, I had to end on that, right? It just had to be done. It had to be done. Alright. Just not a pancake this time. So we lost the body work. Slow the body work down. You can do it. Follow your buddy. Beautiful. We've seen some different ways to get down this hill now. I think this one is the most efficient. Was that the bodywork that flew past? And that's where we are stuck now. Beautiful. Okay. That really is the end of the video now. Goodbye.